lakad matatag!
Normally.
Right? Like, it's just you're stunning yourself. Oh, man.
Well, they're going down to the wire here. You know, Terrorblade is still on the board. As maybe another possible. Okay, they're gonna go mid to get back into this one. But yeah, if I honestly picking just by the drafts, I do lean towards Infamous.
Infamous have more ceiling. That's where you have to look at this. Like, T1 have gone for a draft that's looking to peak probably around the 30-minute mark. So at that point, they should have deleted all the outer towers and have an opportunity to go in the high ground. Little stun to open up, nice hook back, and of course if you're Imran has to level leap, what are you? So he'll just accept his first blood go in the way of Anna. Nice start to this game for T1.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And those arrows, another one going to be coming up here soon as Whitemon not afraid to play aggressive against the Beastmaster, but there's another range creep going down, so certainly doing his part there on that.
So you're also seeing Frank has gone for wild axes. Like he can't level Call the Wild in this lane. It's just, you're up against the Maiden who's going to get Frostbite level 2, right? So it is a very much hard counted lane for Infamous, which is kind of unfortunate considering they're going to need the Beast to do a lot in this game. At least they hit an arrow beautifully done to get a kill on Whitemon, but they're going to need a lot more out of this lane.
You say?
Yeah, an interesting approach that T1 have to this game in that Leshrac, to me, isn't really pressured on the lane. Even when Leo Style gets up to level 6, if you look at the heroes, it's very hard to rotate simply because you don't have a reliable stun to lock the Lesh in.
Oh, top lane, Frank getting low. He needs to dodge his hook. It's so hard. Anna's just going to walk up, doesn't even bother going for the hook. He simply walks up and pops that rod. And also we see actually going to go for another kill, but yeah, bottom lane there was action too. So that action in all the lanes happening, but only ends up being the one kill.
Yeah, Cuckoo was able to sustain. Just an annoying hero to try and burst down. Stopped in the mid lane once 6 is hit. Hidden words, but Leo Style is having a great start to this game.
Yeah.
Oh,
in fact, you see right here, that's not going to be a kill, but it got damn close. But yeah, Leo Style going to bottle up another water rune and head back to middle lane. Thompson is going to be able to get a zone as no one's rotating over to stop that bottom lane. That's a kill. That's a kill on Medusa, a big one.
They baited themselves in as well. Like, they thought they could get the Undying, the mistake that we always make, and Cuckoo will even get to deny himself afterwards after getting a double kill. Top lane, a lot of action happening up there as well, though, as Anna does get taken down. And all of a sudden, Infamous not looking as shaky as they maybe did at the beginning of this top lane.
Well, we already got 7 kills. Not being there, as the presence being shown in that mid lane, but we're on a backup top. They're pinging out on us if they want to make a play.
That's a frustration in the mid lane as well. Bot lane, in the meantime, though, bigger frustrations coming. Parker barely able to dodge death here, but it's wrapping around on him. One more tap would end him. They'll finish off the Witch Doctor first, probably. Zephyr. Oh, it just doesn't matter, man. It's the Tombstone zombies that are doing the damage. Cuckoo will be able to get the follow-up, and this lane is getting mighty spooky for Infamous.
Oh, Cuckoo, he is so tanky here and getting some more decay stacks up to 12. Michael can't really duel him right now, but yeah, another Tombstone kill. I believe no disappointment right there, despite trading himself. But Anna, hook, yes, it is gonna land. Michael attempting the dodge. Anna being very careful with where to hit it, and sure enough, lands it and gets the kill. So on that Pudge doing work. Look at Thompson. He's going to go into the jungle, try to steal the rest of these creeps, and he does for the most part.
Punishment coming, though. Leo Star in position to stun Thompson up. The slows come out, and he cannot get about. Is going to fall down. Zephyr charges in, though. Parker brought low. Stun interruption. CM not able to assist with the ultimate anymore. Primal coming out, but the Primal Beast will be able to walk away successfully. Key detail, though, is the Medusa stays alive.
Yeah. That's important now. Again, she lost a bit of that farm, but hey, they killed the Leshrac, so an eye for an eye, I suppose. But Anna trying to find a kill. He gets one onto the Witch Doctor. He takes out the creep as well, pretty much knowing that he's dead at this point, and just runs at the Medusa for a couple of auto attacks before his certain death. So, I mean, overall net worth is actually benefiting Infamy, but they're just going to charge them again.
Yeah, they're smoked up. You mentioned ganking. T1 says, yes, we'd like to do that. However, it's going to turn around on Thompson. Whoopsie daisy. Roots will not stop the Death Wall coming out. He might be saved by the Bloodstone, but it's going to be a little bit tight on the exit. Just about staying alive. No, the final tick! His health was at 1.
Yeah, the Death Ward for Witch Doctor, he got an amazing duration off right there with the Maledict up. And being level 4, by the way. So as beefy as he is, especially with that Bloodstone, it didn't matter, and they just lost to Leshrac to take out and charge after that Witch Doctor, which by the way was a smoke pit on top of that. So like again, I keep reiterating, T1, I understand the mentality of we don't want to get in that space at that time, but it does feel like that they're some of these choices as far as these initiations are a little off. Now this one's a little safer.
I mean, that's the way you have to initiate.
Nice
Hook. We'll force him away. But the point of that Maledict kill, by the way, what happened there is into the fight. It's kind of weird because I feel like if I'm Thompson, I don't feel safe in this game because when I look across my Undying and I notice he has level 1 Soul Rip, I know that if I get in a little bit too deep, I'm either saving myself or I'm not being saved at all.
This Leshrac doesn't have the IO partner to that point, right? No, and I understand the idea of having an Undying. Yeah, sure, he can provide that Soul Rip deal, but it's certainly not the same capability, even if it was level 4. But Undying apparently walks into a death trap right there. The Bloodstone going to be activated once again. You see this the Scream coming off in the backgrounds from Parker, but it has worn off, and now with the Stone Gaze worn off, he's in trouble. Medusa's just dead. The Dismember on top. The new Blink picked up by Ana, able to get the positioning as a result, and that's a 3-for-1 easy fight for T1 in the end.
I mean, it's just the bait of the Undying, right? You see an Undying, let's just kill the Undying. What's he doing in our ancient area? Well, that's the trick, right? So
this is definitely a dead Witch Doctor. Stun not going to be in time from Mirana, and he's out for a minute plus. That's a dieback there for Witch Doctor, so they're missing a lot of a threat now, is Infamous.
Luckily, he's the lowest level in the game, right? So that dieback not as long as it maybe should be. But still long enough that T1 can exploit this. The mid-wave is coming in. Hango is trying to draw their attention back home, but I think instead, actually, the goal here for T1 is going to be to pivot top, push it, maybe take that tier 2. Although as soon as I say that, Thompson seems to be partying. Oh, wow.
Real style, though.
Yeah, but he rolled and funded.
He's got TP, worst case. I mean, he's kind of just toying with Thompson, it feels like. But he's going to be rolling out eventually. Ana's dead.
Yep, they got the Primal Roar, the follow-up as well. Whitemon at least able to get away with the Glimmer Cape, but great maneuvering by. Didn't look to pounce, and now as a result, these are all coming off cooldown for Infamous. They're ready to fight here. Rolling Thunder in, stun control looks good. The follow-up as well on the Thompson means he cannot move, but Ana's there to save the day with the hook back. BKB comes out, and now they're going to have to stand and fight because there is no way Infamous is letting them away from here.
Yeah, as soon as those BKBs come off, though, you see the turn starting to happen. Tier 1 beating down Medusa. She has to have it hold her ground the best she can with the mana shield up, but eventually wears out. No mana, no life means a dead Medusa when it's all said and done. You see Cuckoo managing to live. He's low on life, but he's got this decay stacks to steal. Oh, it's actually going to be taken by Leo Style with the Aegis, but he is going to die, and now he's going to resurrect and blink on out. So while all of that fight was taking place, Roshan getting low in the meantime, and eventually picked up by Leo, but oh, okay. So they deny the Aegis in a sense.
Now he can kind of function as a mid-range support for their frontliners, which of course will be Leshrac and Pudge.
Yeah. Can't forget about Medusa, though.
Speaking of Pudge, are they setting up for something here? It feels ambitious. I hope they're not going to try to make a jump happen. Even with the TP point, it does feel like T1 has a better position here. More Thunder, though. And that's why you don't want to make this move. They go after the CM. To look to move away, and nice tank in there. Ana tries to save the day, but too little too late. Maledict a bit overwhelming. It's going to be a 1-for-1 exchange, but of course, CM now dead for 70 seconds, so a little bit of breathing room potential.
Yeah, the overwhelming blink, by the way, on Leshrac we're seeing more and more used, who's also level 25, so those diabolic edict explosions, plus 25. Yeah, Thompson has absolutely hit a peak here. 30,000 net worth. Nice clean number coming out as well. So Outpost more so going to be taken over by T1. So talk about more of that map control. But well, Infamous, to get around this, they're going to all smoke up and try to find that engagement. There's the opening on Ana. Primal Roar. Going to start the wave, but immediately the Crimson Card comes out of response. In the background, the Rolling Thunder. Thousand Chaos in the back alliance. You see the Shield Cross constantly coming down. Mirana with the buyback, and she's already died early on. As Undying, though, beating down with the Tombstone on top of Frank. Eventually, the Tombstone is killed off, though. Frank's still alive with the Bloodstone activation from Thompson. He's just running like a madman. He's got the Lotus Orb effect as well to assist. And Beastmaster dying throughout, but that's,
he's not done.
I guess, one of the 2 deaths, but we're not done just yet, though.
He's in trouble. He can't get away from this anymore. Top's going to try to stand his ground. They need some assistance, though. No more stunts means that Parker will be able to get out. But you can see the power of Leshrac. If they do not burst him straight away, no chance for Infamous to react. It's going to be another Roche going the way of T1, and you would not have thought all three Roshers would be going into the pocket of the team that has Leshrac, Pudge, Undying as their cores.
I like how Pudge literally picks up everything, by the way.
Mine.
So he's like, it's all mine. Nom, nom, nom. Oh, this is an initiation right after the fact. Beastmaster going to be done with the pulverize, but immediately response, able to get the primal roar off. The tombstone's down, though, and Beastmaster unable to be saved when it's all said and done. And Thompson, once again, continues to charge in the back line. Some Crystal Maiden is picked off, Leo style. He's lost that Rolling Thunder, though, but he is annoying.
Okay, I think they don't want to chase. They realize Leo...
So, you know, but never like to say a game is doomed to be over at this point too early, but I mean, I'll say this about Infamous, they have Medusa, right? You talk about a hero that's difficult to truly finish the game against, she is up there as one of those, so.
That's a fair point, Breaky, but hear me out. T1 have a 42k net worth Leshrac.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
It's not too bad. I've done better in my pub game, you know? It's not that impressive. Oh, God. I think anyone can do better than this Witch Doctor's KDA at this point, though. 18 devs now on the board. Hook back. Doesn't quite work out the way intended. Roll through from Leo style. Follow-up looking good with the Primal Roar. Cuckoo staying alive at the moment. Gets forced off even deeper. And Parker forced to activate everything and stand his ground. But Pudge will give over his life. It's only the Aegis, however, and the bigger issue remains. Thompson stands his ground, but goes deep. Maybe a little bit too deep here. Bloodstone is good, but I don't think it's that good. Or is it?
Yeah, that was a risky time for Thompson, but as I say, risky, maybe not so risky. They're going to get the kill onto Medusa. Oh, maybe not. Actually gets forced after away. You see Punch taking the sun as well. Finally going to be wearing up in there, but the pulverize is slam dunk onto Medusa. She is forced to buy back onto, though. Popping the refresher, running back in with another dismember, but he's going to have to BKB and run himself, getting on out of there. So there's a couple of times there where I was looking at T1 and being like, did they actually? He has a nihilism once again, too, by the way. The Ag Scepter was purchased by him, so.
I mean, is there anything left to buy, really? Oh, yeah, Refresher. Refresher's left to buy, of course, because double BKB, also double Wub-Dub Split Earth in the base, like we saw last time, does sound good.
Double Pulse Nova's a maintenance.
Double Edict, though, is pretty good. BKB, like, you're just going to take the base. Great, let me just refresh and ignore your existence. Bye. Oh my goodness.
Over here, they're not ignoring assistance. The Crystal Maiden. They're going to take her out of the freezing field being used, but she goes down, so does the support on the other side. Once again, a Witch Doctor. However, Beastmaster left in no man's land and picked off. He's dead for 85. Has buyback on the Beastmaster. It's a Divine Rapier, by the way, on Medusa. I mean, that's another thing you would expect in this case. Yeah, so.
The same issue remains, like, if you get stunned, you're not using it, though, right? Like, Primal Roar can save you from one, but there's Dismembers, and then there's also Pulverize. So they need something else, like a refresher on maybe your Beast or a stun. Initiation coming in,
though. We don't need this to happen.
Beast ult, push it away, can't get out, has to buy back straight away. Now the dive in towards the Medusa. She's holding on that Stone Gaze, but forced to use the BKB, and is currently disarmed. Now she can't go in.
Yeah, she was struggling for the very beginning of that. Buyback further than Crystal Maiden going to be coming back in. Buybacks on both sides, especially on the Radiant, but they're just pushing into the Fountain Medusa. With the Divine Rapier, though, standing your ground in the Fountain. Good Rampage on Thompson, because why not? He's getting low, though. Nice Manta. It's going to be enough for the kill. The red numbers come out, but immediately Leshrac buys back and teleports right back in. It's like, all right, we had my fun. I got my Rampage. Let's actually finish the game now. Fortification, but GG's already called. So it is actually official, KP. T1 will take game one.
T1 looking to relegate it.
To that point, I wonder if they just put Enigma as a hard support here. Okay, well, they're not going to.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, yeah, that was it. And
just got broke. Monkey King, what are you doing here? Mistakes have been made. And he hooks the wrong one. Thompson gets left in. They'll at least look for the trade out. But First Blood will go the way of Infamous. That was not the plan from T1.
No, and certainly the better trade for Infamous.
You highlighted why didn't they shift him to the support role a little bit earlier when we were talking about the draft, and this is why. Like, you know, if you play Enigma support, you are just a black hole. You can get a little bit of farm, but nowhere near as much as a POS-free Enigma. So would you rather have a hero that diversifies away from what's now countered, or would you just have this kind of one-trick pony that Whitemon could essentially just sit in Fountain for the rest of the game and counter? I like this approach. I think it's just playing to an advantage instead of looking at your pick and then making it even weaker than it is.
Ooh, we see they're going to
Whitemon?
pick out Silencer. They're going to go for this kill. Silencer, Whitemon, he's in trouble. Likely dead. Is going to do as much damage in return to the Enigma and going to allow for the turn from Ana to come out. So kind of just standing his ground, accepting death. And proved to be the correct calls. On a hook, it's not going to be a kill on Michael. Oh,
He's believing a little bit too much here. He's got to show some respect, though, but Michael does have the salve. Ana definitely living on the edge here. So they've played it POS 2, POS 4, POS 3 so far. Wouldn't be surprised to see POS 5. I would have a heart attack if we saw POS 1.
Don't count it out. Definitely don't count it out.
I'm not. It's still possible. Hook bot lane, though. Ana, ambitious. And, well, it doesn't work out the best of ways for him in the end, as actually Ana goes down first. Frank does get the kill.
Yeah, so we're no surprise having a bit of a trading war back or down at that bottom lane more so between these two.
Just offset it. Get yourself some mangoes down the line if you need to.
Yeah.
To be honest, he doesn't really need to spam that much. It feels like every time he's using abilities on this task, it's leading to a kill. Mid lane, speaking of kills.
Wheel style, Requiem. He's going to be lifted up, though. Tossed in. Now the Requiem going up. No, the last word comes out, so he can't get the damn cast up, but we got a black hole. And that ain't being stopped for the time being. 1 down, 2 down. Silencer and Monkey King both will fall. So the Requiem being stopped over and over again.
Over top.
Well, Parker
Cuckoo makes the best of a bad situation. He's like, well, we're outnumbered on the mid lane.
And this is not a game where Enigma's going to be looking to get off these amazing black holes. It's going to be a game where he's taking this early farm to build into, as we see the Vlads here. He already had the Spirit Vessel I keep going back to. And he's going to be some good push presence as well.
Yeah, it's insurance policy gameplay, right? Like, I don't want to use Black Hole, but you need to respect that I could use it. And I think that's the best way to play it. Unless you get a key objective like Roshan or a tier 3 or a team wipe, you know, the Black Hole shouldn't be utilized. It should just remain as a threat. The bot, Tiny, ambitious with his placement. I don't think they expected T1 to defend down here. Typically, you just let this tower go. But of course, because the Primal Beast took that top tower so early,
into the Ancients. They're picking him out. They know he's here. Do they have the jump? They're going in. Thompson found the strike. The onslaught. TP support coming in though, but the global silence used as well, slamming him into the ground. Down goes Sven. He's out for 30, and now this response. It's here. Is it enough though? Whitemon feeling the pain thanks to the tusk, so he eventually goes down the black hole. Locked out with the Requiem, and Monkey King is gonna fall as a result. So they lose their Sven, but there's a funny, but there's a steal from Zephyr. His own black hole. It's gonna be counted though. The yields up immediately. He's in the air, coming back down, putting the nuke out, but it's just too much damage to handle. And down falls the Rubik. So a 3-for-1 Infamous. Pleased with that outcome.
and right now everyone's like, where's Pudge? What? Ana? No, he's just been pushing top. And here's the window of opportunity still open for a long time. Infamous aren't building BKBs anytime soon, so you can just keep extracting kills across the map, both this Pudge and this Primal Beast. And that's what we're looking to do right now. Leo Style stuck in the river and in trouble, but maybe Breaky, maybe he'll still be able to get away courtesy of Michael.
Michael, he's the one in trouble now though, so yep, saving his teammate, but Tusk, don't think he's getting away from this one. Just gonna make it take as long as possible, and eventually the damage is done. So Monkey King immediately goes into the Dire Ancients for somebody else, but Shadow Fiend, he's already well away, and Enigma's porting in next to him, but they're not done chasing apparently. They're going in. Shadow Fiend gonna be jumped the hook to secure the kill. When it's all said and done, Thompson, though, that Spirit Vessel's up on him, gonna take the Storm Hammer to the face, the Black Hole on Cuckoo, but there's the Global Silence. We see to immediately counter it.
In trouble. Dismember's gonna come out. Slows as well, so they can't easily retreat. Pulverize will keep them on the spot as well. Now, luckily for them, Ana is not willing to throw out the hook just yet, courtesy of Parker being in the neighborhood. But Parker's here, he's not farming, so he needs to find some kills. In onto Ana, Slows are gonna come out to keep them away, and maybe he can make his escape, but too low on the HP. Spirit Vessel ensures he can get out, and Infamous in the end turn it around.
Yeah, I mean, that's actually well, there's those Ancients, so immediately goes over. 3-player smoke from the side of Infamous. They're hunting in the jungle themselves, not going to create that room, but gets scouted out. Curse happens, a toss back on a Thompson. Wukong, no, he's going to be knocked up in the air.
Hook.
Stop for now. The BKB is going to wear it out with the hook. Pulls back Frank and goes for the ultimate, but immediately silenced once again. And with the Wukongs, maybe overkill, but they got him. Did he steal it?
Zephyr's got the Black Hole as well, so now they had to play really defensive. Not only did they... Not the kill they want. They're going to hold on to it. Probably trying to threaten some objectives. They did just ping Parker. The gluttony of a POS 1. Just let me hit a creep. Maybe 1 or 2 creeps. Sure. But we get to hit you as well. Michael.
Oh, Tusk.
Going in. Whether he likes or lumps it. Just going to turn around on him, though. Dodge Strength comes out. Parker willing to fight. Blinks in straight away with the Storm Black Hole used against them. Pulverize as well. They can't even back off. It's going to turn against them here. Both going down. Cuckoo not done yet, though. Looks for an extra on the side. SF dead and Infamous in shambles.
That is the worst feeling ever if you're Enigma. It really is. Knowing that you not only died, but you gave up your black hole to the Rubik, and it's what sets up the next massive fight for T1. So that's got to sting if you're Frank especially, but of course credit to Zephyr and the team of T1 for executing as you like it.
God. I'm pretty sure anyone dies to this Sven if he stuns them now, actually. They need to get out. Anna's waiting around. They catch two. Parker goes in. Straight away takes out the Sansa. Anna will try to run away. Gets the blink off, but Leo style catches him with the Yules. A Boogaloo to party and celebrate an easy two-tapper there.
Yeah, and as I was again, Sansa does have the buyback now, but it's certainly not worth trying to even remotely save the Pudge at that point. But yeah, that's exactly the hope that Infamous was going for. He just shredded them. I mean, even the Pudge dropped quickly when he got on top of him eventually. So yeah, Sven is why would they stop pushing after this? They got 2 minutes plus remaining on the Aegis. Gonna push out the mid lane. They see what's happening top though. Guess what? It's a primal beast pushed up here and actually in trouble. The Black Hole's solo locked into. They have a Requiem. They do. BKB is going to be wearing off soon. Midnight Pulse coming out. Is Requiem even needed? He's not going to go for it. He's got raises and team support. So there is the free kill on a Primal Beast. Definitely worth the Black Hole coming out.
They did just rotate a lot of heroes, though. It seems like T1 is going to show respect and back off super early on the bot lane. They possibly could have poked high ground, but this does come back to a big issue in T1's draft, because they do not have heroes that split push.
The opportunity is near. There's the jump. Not the greatest target in the world. It's Pudge. He's going to pop his BKB and return with the Dismember. Arcane's Curse. Tusk likely dead. Maybe not for the time being.
No.
Dobson, Wukong's off to the side. Leo Style did not realize he was nearby. Now he's going to pop his BKB and try to run. They lose a Tusk. Yeah, Leo Style survives some way, somehow. The Yule's on up. There's another fight taking place to the south here. And the blink away from Leo Style manages to get away. Pudge now in trouble. And Pudge likely to bolt the Spirit Vessel smackdown for Cuckoo. No, Pudge survives KP.
Yep, and now Sven's being stunned up. They have got enough to protect him right now. Thompson's trying to turn upon him, but needs to be careful. Can't get the dodge out. Too much damage out of Parker, and he might even find more out of this. Cuckoo trying to make his great escape, but it seems he's a little bit too slow. A fight that looked like in the second half it could go away. Come out. Sansa does not have a free game anymore.
Oh, swift blink, by the way, just picked up by Sven. He is running like crazy. He's on turbo mode now. Especially once he activates that, I think it's up to like 455 plus. So smoke play though. Oh, they got scanned out. This is going to be interesting. The engagement. That they do. Monkey King with the first chance.
Cuckoo not able to connect. He wants an easy opener. Maybe they can find it. The stun comes out. Leo Style late to activate the BKB, but don't worry. Cuckoo's still got something for you now that is activated. Backside, however, they've lost the Sansa, and this is where you don't want to fight. T1, Black Hole can come out against them, but no! Buyback instantly cancels out Frank's relevance here. Cuckoo and Thompson will chase him down, and all of a sudden, Infamous need to retreat.
Well, and Shadowfiend also gets picked up. Speaking of retreating, Tiny attempted to do so as well. He's just dead, though. You look at the south, though. You got Sven running back in. He's got God Strength still ready to go. He's looking to find Cuckoo. Not going to happen. Onslaught away with the TP, and that'll be the end of that. Infamous has a really good shot of having a very good chance at this game, simply because of that. If Sven can get the target, like that silencer right off the bat, then the fights can be completely different, right? Because that last fight, they were able to jump Sven, the trees, monkeying in the trees, happened to just clash on down, follow-up came, he died. So that is the key in this game right now.
This game does get very hard if you wait too long, though, because Whitemon is slowly making his way towards a refresher. And that's why you're seeing Infamous make this move. Global got used. They're free to go, but only for 30 seconds. They need to make it count. Jump in, BKB activated by Cuckoo. He turns around against him. Tiny chose the wrong target to open up with. And all of a sudden, that window has closed.
Jumped in and became an immediate ragdoll. Meanwhile, Sven with the God Strength, he's hunting for Cell, but he wants the silence. Look, he's just going B-left at this point. The Black Hole gonna be activated by Frank. Eventually gonna be stopped, but the damage is done by Infamous. Thompson, he's gonna melt down. The Aegis brings it back up. A Leo Style. No Requiem was used earlier, but Sven is still here. He's got a Storm Hammer. Gonna be silenced for the time being, but it doesn't matter. Monkey King is out for 90. Has a buyback, but they chase on a Cuckoo. And Infamous gonna annihilate this fight. Silencer, believe it or not, will be the close out this game, and woof, talk about another awesome tool. And Nigma with his own refresher orb now. So now that makes it extra interesting, right? Where, okay, the first black hole got canceled. Yeah, let's pop refresher, go for another one.
Exactly. Especially when you consider his silencer still doesn't have his refresher yet. In fact, do you want to play a little mini game? It's called Find the Silencer.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, I think this is the furthest out of his game, of his base he's been in the last several minutes.
And that's been the game being played by Infamous pretty much all throughout, and not going to change now. But yeah, Whitemon, that refresher himself is not going to be happening anytime soon. This black hole, there's the first one canceled. There's a refresher, though. It's like we saw this coming. The Requiem on top of Silencer kills him. He did his job, though, but there's the second black hole. The BKB's not going to matter. And Infamous looking to close out here in game number 2.
That's it. There's no way to come back. Zephyr, he was waiting for an opportunity to turn around with the black hole, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. He's going to be dropped. Cuckoo left alone on his lonesome. Buyback from Silencer is completely irrelevant here. And Infamous just completely stomped T1's hopes of taking this game.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to give it their valiant effort, knowing that the end is near, I'm sure, but I don't see T1 being able to stop this push, especially with your Monkey King and Pudge. Your position 1 and 2 still dead, as there's the Mega Creeps officially spawning. So how about it? This is going to end up being a split series, and you know, again, Infamous, all the credit to them. They played this one very well, and I don't know if this is necessarily a drafting issue, but it does seem like T1, they invested a lot into countering this Enigma. Not only with the Silencer, but across the board. It seems like the Rubik pickup especially, but
there it is.
Clearly that didn't matter.
Nah, GG gets called. I mean, T1, I think you're right. They have this different style about them. They're committed to the idea of fast 5-man Dota, but Infamous...
Right. Trinkets.